VessRAID Subsystem Level 1 Training. Check with your local sales window for details. Lift with care either yourself or have someone help you out. Make sure you screw the 2U rail plate together to the system before installation, as unlike the 3U rail kit, it has no flange. Use the right mounting hardware to fasten the rail screws tightly and make sure both rails are equally spaced and level. Now we've got the sliding rail ready in the rack, we can put the system in. Make sure you handle it carefully or find someone to give you a hand. Insert the system carefully or find someone to help you out.
Okay, now the system's in place. Next we're going to remove the drive trays to get the disk drives installed. When you remove the drive trays, make sure you take them out from top to bottom, one slot at a time.
While handling hard drives, please wear an ESD band to ensure a proper grounded environment for the equipment and yourself. The VessRAID system can support SAS and SATA drives, and for optimal performance and better compatibility, please select drives in the same model and capacity. The carrier can also support 2.5-inch drivers, but again, please pick the same drive model and size. As you can see, installing the drive's easy. Fasten the screws from the side and be sure that you use 4 screws to secure the drive. The installation difference between the 3.5-inch and 2.5-inch hard drive is that you need to screw the 3.5-inch from the side and the 2.5-inch from the bottom. Use 4 screws to securely fasten the disk drive in the carrier. When inserting the drive back into the VessRAID, push it in all the way until you hear a click. Okay. Now the VessRAID's populated with drives, let's go back and cable it up. Use a mini SAS cable for the VessRAID SAS model and use a gigabit Ethernet cable for the VessRAID iSCSI model. Before cabling the VessRAID, we should understand more about some of the cables for the connection. This is the mini SAS cable for the connection between the host and the SAS system. And the cable also works for the VessJBOD enclosure expansion. As a reminder, please consult with your local sales window as to whether the cable comes with the system, as if it doesn't, you'll need to buy one. This is the regular gigabit Ethernet cable for the connection between the host and the iSCSI system that comes with 4 connection ports, we recommend using a Cat5e or Cat6 to do the cabling. VessRAID provides two different cabling interfaces to do the management. The most popular one is Gigabit Ethernet cabling, which is the same as the iSCSI system connection. Or you can use RS232 serial cables. And please note, if your host system doesn't have a DB9 connection, you'll have to pick up a DB9 to USB adapter to do the cabling. One of VessRAID's innovations for system management is OPAS, the USB interface that allows users to quickly obtain system information through a simple USB flash drive plug-in to the system's USB connection ports. It dramatically shortens the turnaround time spent for system maintenance services compared to traditional troubleshooting processes. Another feature of the USB port is that it can also support a UPS monitor. For more information, please consult Promise Tech Support for details. The USB service has OPAS and UPS monitor support. The OPAS functions are retrieving system information, firmware auto-upgrading, script for quick installation, and password reset. VessRAID comes in only a single controller model with 4 connection points and a choice of either single or dual power supplies. Here I have an iSCSI with a dual power module which I'm going to cable now. VessRAID's also available with SAS host ports for simple DAS connectivity. The Cat5e or Cat6 Ethernet cables plug in here, and the other ends of these cables go into a switching hub. Then another Ethernet cable plugs into the management port. Next, the RJ11 side of the RS232 serial cable plugs into the system. Finally, connect the power cable to complete the cabling process for the VessRAID system. And remember, if the system is a dual power supply model, it'll need 2 power cables. So now we've wired this baby up, we're going to power it up, and it's going to take 1 to 2 minutes to stabilize. These green LED indicators tell us that everything's functioning normally. There are further indicators on the back of the machine. Now we've powered on the VessRAID, the LED lights are green, which means it's functioning normally. So let's get started and configure the storage.